And there is like kind of this class divide of the poor suffer because the rich are so much more preoccupied with the war and spending and budgets and their profits, and the poor are kind of neglected. I mentioned like he becomes a villain later on. There's a character named Dengo who... There's kind of a planet of people who is like, it's one of Landfill's wealthier colonies. They're called the Robot Kingdom. They're kind of like, they're robots, but like, you know, they have organs and stuff. And it's like, it's kind of hard to explain. But basically, there's like a pandemic outbreak. And the disease is like 100% treatable. But they're spending so much money on war, and like that's where the priority is, and it's just like, no, we can't worry about this issue that only affects poor people, you know. And you talk about coronavirus in America,
yeah,
like that's exactly what's happening. When we in our stimulus for a year, we get we get $1,200. The military gets $2 billion a day still. And
listen, this country does not give a shit about poor people. That is, it just is what it is. And when I say this country, I mean the government.
Yes.
You know, because that fucking bothers me too. When I see a lot of shit about like, oh, this country, it's like, you know what, man? It's the fucking government.
Yeah.
And we need to fucking realize that, and you need to do something about it instead of fucking saying this country. I get fucking tired of that.
Yeah, no,
I really fucking
agree.
do. You know, like, do some act and fucking, of course, vote. But everybody says that. But fucking, like, really try to change something. Try to fucking get involved. You know, don't just sit behind a fucking computer and complain about this country. You know?
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just like, it fucking pisses me off, man. And then it's like you go and you I don't know, man. It's just, but yeah, like, people need to be fucking held accountable.
You see the character Dengo, like you especially like sympathize with, where like he takes like the robot princess and murders her and kidnaps her baby, but you understand like why he's doing this, of basically like, my family was affected by this disease, you did nothing, so now I'm coming after you. And you sympathize with that character, like, you get exactly where he's coming from, especially living in this country, especially living somewhere that's so preoccupied with the military.
You know, and again, it comes back to forgetting about history. In the documentary Why We Fight from 2005, there's a great quote where they said, "This is not the United States of America, it's the United States of amnesia." Because nobody remembers what happened in the previous generation,
right,
or other generations. And you know what's going to happen? Because of this fucking shit with the pandemic, and that they shut down all these fucking small businesses and didn't help them out at all. Yeah. And then when they're going to go reopen things, people that are left who haven't already been kicked out, you're going to drop the landlords are going to drop a bill on them for 6 months of back rent.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're not going to be able to pay that. And then you fucking don't extend unemployment.
Yeah. No, they didn't. Yeah.
You're walking on fucking thin ice.
Exactly.
And there's gonna be a fucking revolution.
But
and no.
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't know how that's gonna come, but if you think people are gonna put up with that shit, go do your history.
Yeah.
About empires that have fallen. And if you really give a shit about this country, get your fucking head out of your ass and enact some actual change.
You're right.
And enact some help the people of this country before they fucking turn on you with a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen.
They're not going to listen.
All right. Then this country is going to be over. Do they understand that?
They're making so much money. They're making so much money off
I understand
industrial, the military industrial, how much they're getting just sending people over, how much they're getting. And it's all, the biggest scam is like, it's all from the taxpayers. Like, it's really just like,
well, that's another thing that's insane. That they like, Dick Cheney is basically, I might get the details flubbed a little bit here, but the idea is that they get Congress to sign off on these fucking crazy expenditures for different pieces of equipment, and then the taxpayers basically end up paying for it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I really do think that's the scam. It's just like get money from the poor to the rich. Whether it be taxes or like there's a new thing everybody has to buy just to keep up with everything else.